Gentlemates is a solid squad. So I don't really think there's any shame in falling to that team. With that being said, they're still in the same boat that we are. We're down 0-1 in the Swiss, and we have got to make a comeback starting right here, right now. We do not want to be facing elimination in round 3. It's just a stressful way to approach day 1 for RLCS. And similar to the former series, we're off to a good start here as far as pressure. Have BDS on the back foot for now. Oski looking to go up over 1. Ixo's going to take over here in the corner. He'll bump Monkey Moon away from this play. Now Archie has a chance up top. Maybe a flip reset. He does get the dodge, but can't use it effectively. But the Oxygen attack continues.
Yeah, it's been Oxygen moving to the ceiling in an attempt to make doubles for pretty much the entirety of this game so far. Monkey Moon got a win and squad in the blue half for a moment. Rally going to also go high, looking for a bump in the back wall, but he's still able to play around it and get the clear. This is still Oxygen on defense. Nobody camped the net. Archie has to make a really tough save, jumping from underneath the net and making it clear into the back corner. And now the demo from Monkey Moon does well to take out a defender, but also clear the ball. So it's going to give Oxygen a bit of breathing room as Archie drops this one into the corner. Oski probably going to want multiple touches. Going to use those wall dashes to catch back up to this ball and lob it away as Monkey Moon looks like he wants a huge dribble to put his team back on offense. Ixo will pre-jump that dribble, but it's dropped down to Drally either way. Now, Oski and Drally meet in the corner. Exotic sends this one high. Oski going to extend the clear from Archie as they try and return to the orange half. Oski to the back wall. Can he get a double angle? Everybody in net for BDS. Waiting. Can they stop these shots? Ixo tried to place it in that near top left corner using speed to beat them out, even though that's where they were prepared to make the save, and almost did. But they are able to stop him. Ixo getting Meki off the side wall, setting up the wall dashes into the flick, nice. And then a bump as well to clear it out for Archie.
Incredible stuff there. As you said, Ixo doing what he can to get that down the field, and Oski putting them under pressure. A follow-up bump as well from Ixo. Took a full team effort to get that one across the goal line. And I think that's just how it's going to be this series. BDS is a solid squad. That team, that org, just seems to always have a good system. The players are always, in sync with one another, and they feel very, very balanced and coordinated. And we see that on display here to start game number 1. Ixo with a big clear into the BDS end. But Exotic handles it well. Pushes back out into the midfield. Drally should have a free ball here. He's going to opt to catch it. Ball carry, and he will be quickly challenged by Ixo. Now Oski looking to get one through the corner, but Ixo will have to take over. Now Archie with a free ball, a decent first touch, has the reset. He's going to send that towards the target, but Exotic will easily flip that up to Monkey Moon. Oski looking for Archie on the pass. He does get the dunk over 1, and we hold on to this 1-goal lead. And I like the fact that we're not peeling off. We're continuing to press, but not in a fashion that is leaving us exposed on the defensive side of things. It's a fine line, a fine balance to strike, but at the moment, Oxygen have done so.
As you say that, Team BDS moving to the back wall. And I don't know if this is just me, but I'm losing a little bit of people. We're back. At least I'm back. As Archie dunks with Monkey Moon to try and force this into the bottom right corner. Actually, an unexpected shot as Oski, he's trying to keep them on offense. Drally is clear by Archie, but not a very strong touch from him. As Team BDS go back and forth here at the midfield line. Oski has a little bit of breathing room and nobody in net. Can he find a way to score this? He can't. So he had a reset as Drally will intercept and send this into the corner. Archie now catching, taking a bit of time here as he tries to make sure he outplays Exotic, but it does get dropped off to Drally. Ixo will meet him in the air. Monkey Moon not taking the initial shot, steals Archie in the air, stopping him had he gone for it. So instead, plays it out a little bit longer. Oski, he will get a 50 at midfield. Archie trying to dribble away. Ixo into the corner. Nothing comes of it. A double touch clear, and now it's back to Oski in the blue half.
Double miss there as the BDS defender was looking for a block. There was no contact from the Oxygen side, so the ball just sails past. Now Monkey Moon, one touch to the side. Oski does scoop that midfield boost and head back to defense. Monkey Moon looking to work things across the face of the goal. No contact. Archie and Ixo both up. They've got to hold on for the final 30 seconds. Archie with a nice clear to the midfield. It is a shot, but Oski positioned well. Send it away. A top corner shot. Ixo sweep that to the corner and pick up that boost as well. Good cutoff on the midfield pass by Archie. 17 seconds here. Drolly up. Ixo waiting here in the midfield. Buying time to challenge. Oski bumped away. Archie will send it to the corner. Sticky situation here for the Oxygen side. Ixo is going to dive back to defense. And we've got to get this to the ground. Ixo not able to do so. Oski to the corner, but Drolly keeps it up. A pass down. Monkey Moon's shot is wide. Surely this will go down, and Oxygen will take game one.
Solid play from Oxygen. Even though they weren't able to extend the lead past one, I think that was a good performance. If we take a look at the shots, it was 10 shots for Oxygen and only 5 for Team BDS, so outshooting them by double. It kind of felt like almost even a little bit more. BDS didn't seem like they had too many quality chances, whereas Oxygen did. They were able to get at least one of them, and mostly did not spend too much time on defense. They weren't, you know, kind of scrambling around like
attempts here and there, but not as much of a focus, and I think that has allowed Oxygen to remain a little bit more coordinated on the backside. See if that remains the case or if BDS make a change. Nevertheless, here we are into game 2. Archie's clear. No touch there from Drolly initially. Everyone just kind of backing away from the ball as it rolls central. A couple demos there in the midfield leave Archie and Drolly one-on-one. Archie's pass out does find Ixo. The shot is lacking some power. Oski has a couple touches. He does drop this into the box, but it's cleared away. Now Ixo looking for Archie. Actually a shot towards a target from a BDS player. Drolly does playing that with power towards his own target. Fortunately, it is a bit wide, so they don't have to worry too much about it. Oski's going to backflip out of that play and leave it for a teammate. Archie pops high, and Ixo will be the first to it.
Yeah, it looked like Drolly, I actually think it was the right call because it was a passing play for Oxygen upfield. Drolly got there first. It's just he boomed it so hard, it almost looked like he was just own goaling it for us, but because he misses wide, it might have been the right decision. Nice save by Archie, but I want to see as few of these situations as possible. Oxygen not having to make these goal line saves is the best case scenario. As Ixo, nice play to get around BDS, and actually another quick Oxygen player prevent them from getting anything going, but Drolly actually had the ball fall on top of his car. His flick sent away as all of Oxygen in net. Drolly gets his touch, sent it to the corner, and now Oski has to return late, prevent Monkey Moon from scoring a goal, and a huge clear. Drops to Drolly. He's going to drop it back off to Exotic. Oxygen not able to get anything off that offense. It's going to be Team BDS back into the blue half. Oski had no boost to work with, so even if he had gotten to that ball, he wasn't going to be able to do much. Monkey Moon looking to drop top right. We had 2 defenders there to make the save. We happened to do so, but it is a bit of scattered here from Oxygen in net. We saw that earlier in the previous series. What a play. Wow, that is a great find from BDS to get the goal.
Drolly's pass to Exotic, very clean. I mean, just an awkward position to try to make that save from. You know, Archie, there's so many things he has to cover up. Exotic can pop it high, pop it over the top of the net. He can even let it go to the corner for a fake, and Oxygen will still be on defense. But BDS, after a slow start in game 1, they will strike first here for game number 2. Definitely have put on some pressure in both games. Got to see if Oxygen is up to the task. Archie maybe with a quick response. He's actually going to leave that, intentional or not. The result is the same. Now we're on defense. Archie's going to have to make this touch here. He does. Now Exotic looking for the shot. Excuse me, the pass to Monkey Moon, who's then looking for the shot. Oxygen holding on for dear life on defense. We'd like to see them corral this and gain a little bit of possession and control.
Only one defender back as Drolly heads to net. Ixo actually able to dodge all of that physical pressure. Now Oski the other way. We know what he could do. Ixo actually running block for him, but Team BDS able to make that save. Exotic tries to clear it the length of the field. Drop it into the corner for Oxygen. As we catch back up here, it's going to be a huge clear. Archie to Oski. Oski late roll underneath the ball to get one final touch, and now it's Ixo who's trying to get a win up to the ceiling. Actually tried to drop it down for Archie, it seemed. He didn't get a touch. Ixo did have a follow-up dunk, but it's passive play from Oxy, who's deciding to pre-jump and allow Exotic to go to work. Fortunate that Drally, wow, isn't able to find that double. That was going to be a filthy touch. But not only do we need to prevent BDS from getting another, we are down one, need to get ourselves on offense as Exotic. Soft touch to try and control Oski. Can he get over one? Drowley will intercept. Ixo is going to meet Drowley at the midfield. This drop down does go to Archie. Can Archie create an opportunity for the team? At least early, Monkey Moon able to stop them. And another dunk for Monkey Moon means they win out. Everybody's going flying past the ball. Ixo, a little bit of a ground dribble. He can't get the ball on top of his car, so he's forced to just go low 50 after low 50. But he does get a good opportunity for Oski, who maybe has an angle here. Actually, great
nice
fake. And Archie will be able to follow it up. If Oski had tried to take this shot early, it would have been saved, and there would not have been an opportunity to score. But Oski, knowing what he's doing, lets Archie finish it off.
Pulls that double commit from BDS, and that's, you know, that's something that when you're a player of Oski's caliber, you can use that to your advantage. They know that he is definitely capable of hitting that double, no matter how narrow the angle is. So they respect it, and unfortunately for BDS, they do double commit. And that leaves that ball dangling on the goal line. Oh, goodness, Fear. Exotic's going to put one in, and this is just, I mean, this is just disheartening here.
I mean, Archie, he got slightly caught up on the post, but the reality is, I think he felt good about it. I mean, he flips in that situation if he feels like he's not catching it. So he's just expecting to catch it. He wants to catch it on the goal line and start a dribble instead of just, you know, sometimes you want to avoid flipping and avoid just tapping the ball out to the other team. And so when you can and when it makes sense, you know, you catch the ball, you dribble it out. That's what Archie's trying to do. But unfortunately, the danger of that is if you don't catch it like you thought you were going to, then it can just bounce its way in. So really unfortunate goal for BDS as Oski forced to make a save. This one's sent to dangerous ways still, though. So actually, a creative return to keep that from being shootable. And now at 0 seconds, Oxygen need to keep it in the air. Archie does not have boost to get back to this one. Oh my goodness, wow, that was actually almost a very creative play to keep it up, but it is going to hit the ground, and BDS will tie the series.
A little bit of a sloppy game, too, from us. Specifically on the defensive side, we saw just a couple missteps and a couple mistakes as well, as you pointed out. Maybe the right call to try to catch that, but unfortunately we did not execute, which gave BDS an opportunity to go up there in game 2. So we're tied in the series. We're 1-1. It's a position we've been in before, but we've got to do what we can to get a different result this time. We want to see sloppy stuff to start this, but we're still in a position that we can recover. Nothing is out of reach just yet. Even if we do happen to drop this series, we do have one more life. But hopefully we do not end up in that 0-2 round. And this is a better start. We got an opportunity there from Archie and Oski working together. And while Drally had the first save, Ixo's there for the cleanup. And 20 seconds in, Oxygen's on the board.
Good sign for Oxygen going forward. It's crazy to think that one of these teams has to go 0-2. You know, one of these two teams is going to be 0-2 in the Swiss, which I don't think anybody had either of these teams going 0-2 to start the Swiss. So we want to make sure it's not us. We want to make sure the storylines are about how BDS had the tough start. And to be fair, we have actually had some really quick offense in a couple of these games. The problem is we haven't been able to follow it up, keep it going the whole way. And so trying to create an opportunity, forced back as Archie's going to have one clean touch, but two players from BDS up. It's going to be Oski who actually tries to prevent this shot. It's going to be a really tough angle, but Ixo did enough to cover the angles and at least convince Monkey Moon to miss. As they pass in field, Oski's not going to be able to beat Monkey Moon. This went to the back wall. Archie there to stop it as they put it all the way into the orange corner. Can a dunk create an opportunity? Ixo dunks one. Oski not going to be able to force it through Drally on the ground. Archie met by Monkey Moon. So nothing going to come easy for this squad on offense as they look to stay doing something here. I think that was Archie who makes two different touches to keep them in the orange half. Oski now on the ceiling has a reset, drops down. Ixo cannot get the shot. Oski always has one more touch, but Archie in a tough position right now. Air triple bump, and Oski able to get back and make that save. That is not easy to do. I think maybe it was Ixo. Either way, tough and needed some team's help to get that.
Almost a quick opportunity there for a counterattack. BDS was fully extended up the field, but they did scramble back in time to keep Oxygen out. Archie with control here on the right side. A 50 past one. Gets it past a second as well. The demo is going to result in Oski picking things up, but he gets bumped off the play. And we're holding at 1-0. Pass across for BDS. It's stopped on the goal line, but Monkey Moon is there for the follow. BDS has equalized.
Yeah, this is a great passing play. I mean, Monkey Moon back up the draw is a full team passing play, and it was nice to be able to stop the first shot, but no follow-up from Oxygen. As Monkey Moon able to tap it in and equalize. It's not going to come easy. It's never going to come easy in EU. These guys knew that when they signed up for the RLCS, so 1-1 in this pivotal game 3 as Oski, looking for a double, actually is somehow able to get that win, even though met by a BDS player. This one will pinch back as Team BDS start again. Drally at ceiling heights, met by Archie. Exotic first back to the ball, but Ixo so quick to get the clear. He was prepared for that touch. Monkey Moon going to put it back into Ixo. Archie had already jumped. This one straight down. Archie has a chance. He's going to put this high off the top of the arena. It's an awkward clear, but they get it.
Great read from Exotic to hold on there on the BDS back line, but a big clear from Archie. Only out to the midfield. Monkey Moon will keep it in. Oh, we've got Exotic and Monkey Moon in the corner. Monkey Moon will back off. It's clear, finds its way out to Oski. He's past one. He has the reset. He puts it high. Follow-up from Archie's also high. Ixo blocked away, and now Oxygen have to scramble back. Quick transition play from BDS. Oski has made it back in time and booms a clear. Archie's up super early. Does get that around one of the defenders. The second will move in quickly. Drawley up and around Ixo. He will get bumped off the play, which provides some space for Oski. I'm going to do that so much all season long. I just can't stop it.
It's all good. It's all good. That's why Oski is perfect for Oxygen. Oh, no!
Monkey Moon does get that 50-50 and just drops it here in the box. Drawley with a very good strike to the far post. Out of reach of our diving defender. We got a minute 12 left to play, and BDS has now claimed the lead. Got a decent kickoff here. Archie's going to grab possession. He does get bumped off the play. Now low and slow play from Exotic will test Ixo. Going to have to use a lot of boost to keep that out. We got a triple commit in the goal. Oxygen has just been so frantic on defense. Diving and desperate.
Yeah, and you know,
really want to see them clean things up on that end of the field. I think that is going to be our win condition moving forward.
Yeah, and this one was almost set up by themselves. It seems like they have some kickoff, preset plays, which I do like to see, but this one actually was like a loss into their half to control. At least that's what it seemed they tried to do, and they ended up being pinned back and started panicking, so not handling that possession very well. A demo. Give Archie a chance. Oski and a redirection by Archie. I'm not sure that first touch was on. It might have been in the bottom corner, but I think it needed Archie to finish it.
It's the second time he's done this today with a quick little redirect inside the opponent's box. We've got 23 seconds left. That is a huge goal. Oxygen has a fighting chance here. Could potentially even win this in regulation. Kickoff is going to go into the BDS end. A beat from Oski. Can he get back to it? Not before the defense can. Drawley with a nice pass across to Exotic, who's met by an Oxygen challenge. Now Ixo will take control. He gets a secondary block as well. That's actually got lofting towards the target. Exotic will catch it cleanly. Oski lofts one high. Got like 5 players up, one on the ceiling. That was just ridiculous as the ball just floats in the middle of the field. Overtime, we're sitting in game 3. The series is tied at 1-1. Obviously, whoever wins this will be moving on to match point. This is a huge victory. A transition play from Oxygen. Archie to the top post. Blocked away by Monkey Moon. Now we got to get back and play some defense. Ixo with a decent touch into the corner. It's going to slow down the press from BDS. Ixo's clear is a bit weak. Now Oski's going to be called into action. He does get a flick down into the BDS end, which will buy us some breathing room.
Huge pinch. Everybody moving the ball back and forth. It was such a insane passing play from Oxygen, but it has actually met immediately with just as strong of a counterattack as they got that save from the post, or off the crossbar, I should say. So now Oski eats two, but I mean, Oski continues to kind of get these outplays, and there's always one Team BDS member back, but they have set up a good bit of offense. They got a few different shot attempts. Now Oski again, his air dribble met. They push Oxygen back into the corner. Archie going low underneath the not pre-jumping, but, you know, pre-reading challenge on the side wall. And puts his team on offense. Ixo was hoping for a couple different touches. Going to force Oski to make a save as BDS takes it away. A little touch over the top. Archie's there to clean it up. Now he has Monkey Moon in nets, and they just keep not being able to get past that final defender.
Great read from Oski to keep this alive. Ixo looking for the corner double. He's going to leave that. Archie will force this into the corner. Fake there. Now they'll bump Drawley off in the back pass to Oski. He's going to loft that up top. And we talked about this earlier in the series. BDS always a very coordinated, in-sync unit. They're holding on strong defensively. Drawley up high, looking for the block. He's not going to get it. Oski around one. Exotic finds the backboard. Oski with a big touch on his descent down from the initial challenge. Monkey Moon does have the reset. He's up over one. Not much more boost to work with. So Ixo will clear it away.
Monkey Moon is trying to make stuff happen, and it's been some impressive but dangerous saves made by Oxygen. Yes, I mean, so many different times they've had nobody on the back wall, and they need somebody to jump up and get the save. This time they have patience on the goal line and manage not to let that one roll in. Oski, he has the ability to get his team out of defense and on offense. We see him so many different times just all by himself, taking a dribble and ending an attack for a team. Right now we have played half of an extra game. 2 minutes and 30 into the overtime as, oh my goodness, we barely get away. Maybe we don't get away. In fact, we won't.
Disaster on the goal line. Just a scramble, a mess. And the ball sits in the box. BDS will be up 2-1 in the series.
It's tough to say that we can't see this stuff coming, though. I mean, Oxygen is having to really, you know, look for prayers on the goal line over and over and over again. And it'd be nice to have that eventually break out and turn into some offense for, you know, themselves. Maybe get a counterattack here or there. But the reality is they have not been able to get out clean. And unfortunately, it leads to some poo goals. Always so rough about the Swiss, or beneficial about the Swiss, is if you're playing well, you're playing the entire Swiss in the same day. You know, it's not like they didn't do a great job in round one, so they get a couple days to think about it, a couple days to reset. No, they're going to have to play the entire Swiss day today. So if they're going to figure it out, it has to happen pretty much now. Otherwise, they could be in trouble. They're not out of this game just yet. You know, at any moment, we could pivot forward, and then maybe Oxygen, you know, wins this game, wins the next couple series, and all of a sudden it's a great day. So it's not, they're not out of the woods yet. Or I guess I'm not really sure how negatively they're not out of the woods. I'm not sure what the phrase is, but my point is it's not over for them. They can still turn it around, and it all starts with game number 4. They certainly don't want to go down 3-1 and have to get an even worse matchup in the 0-2 round, although hopefully, you know, we just never find ourselves down in the first place as Oski able to win a 50. One thing that Oski is doing well, to point out what's been done well by Oxygen, is Oski knows how to get them into the orange half all by himself. Problem is, haven't been able to keep themselves there as they quickly are forced to play defense again. Oski with a bump, and now Ixo 2 touches in a row. Even though it comes off with orange trail, it is a big win by him. That gets the ball to the midfield. Monkey Moon can't get the touch, and so Archie is around, trying to leave it off for Ixo, but he actually just teed it up for BDS. Ixo upfield, maybe a redirect, could be a goal, and it is. That is a great finish from Ixo.
It sure is, and this is something that, I mean, today Oxygen has done a few, you know, they've done this a few times. Archie's been up here a couple times with the last moment redirects, now Ixo as well, something we're finding success with. And you just, you know, you mentioned it. We have, on the offensive side of things, we've looked okay. We've looked pretty good. We've had some moments of greatness. We've had some solo plays, some team plays. And the cohesion and coordination on offense seem to be sufficient. I think the big problem here is on defense. Maybe we get boost starved. You know, whatever it is, it's causing us to scramble. We've got to figure that out and get a fix deployed immediately, sooner rather than later. Archie called into action defensively. He will get that clear out to the midfield. Ixo goes neutral there with one challenge. Exotic with another one. Ixo causing problems for the BDS side. Maybe an air dribble bump here from Drali. He will execute it to perfection, and BDS immediately tie up game number 4.
Ixo recognized that he was in trouble, that he had left Archie alone. He tried to land and turn immediately back into the play, but was unable to really affect Drali. Drali, you know, he knows how to air dribble bump. He's done it once or twice in the 1v1 game mode, so you cannot leave him alone. Archie has to make a cutting save across the net. And now everybody jumping again. Really need to bail out as quick as possible. It's these kind of situations that they have really never made it out of. I mean, it's just been minutes of this until an eventual goal. And that shot is powerful, but Oski gonna lob it up. Archie actually has the boost. You look at the boost totals for Oxygen, almost everybody on 0 before Oski was able to reset on that 100 just now. And he's gonna have to try and use that 100 to stop Exotic as Ixo gets a touch off the back wall, but they kind of outplayed each other there slightly. I don't know if you saw that, but it seemed like 2 different Oxygen players in the corner, and really, you know, Oski maybe could have left that for Ixo. Ixo maybe needed to not go double all in, and both of them try and make that play, but ultimately, Oski's touch turns directly into a pass for BDS, and now they find themselves down 2-1.
We're going to look at the bright side. We do have about half the game left. Obviously, plenty of time to score 1 goal. This is not something that's impossible to do. It's a good air dribble from Archie to put us down on the offensive end. We haven't been here for a while. Bump attempt, no contact, but Archie's strike has plenty of power, makes its way right past the defense, and with 2:06 on the clock, we tied things up.
It's always felt like Oxygen's going to win with offense, and that might be what they have to do. They might just have to play a 5-4 game and come out in the lead, because it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to keep the other team from scoring too consistently. But that does mean we're in for exciting games when Oxygen does pull away. And now 2-2 to pass infield. Rolls into Oski's control. Oski's actually going to convince Monkey Moon to pass it up to his teammate Archie. Monkey Moon just barely able to get back to stop Oski's attempts. So not able to get a follow-up as Exotic looks to clear. Archie tapping it off to Ixo, who leaves it for Oski, who is now air dribbling. He's got a couple different defenders to beat. He's got one to miss. Rally there. Team BDS sending it out to the midfield. Archie, his air dribble bump doesn't connect, but it does maybe force Monkey Moon to get a touch he wouldn't like. Oski to the ceiling, back to himself. Ground pinch. I mean, he always finds a way to get another touch, but there is a bit of a miscommunication as Ixo and Oski both going for the ball at the same time. This time it happens on offense, where you can get away with it just a little bit more. It's a big clear. It's likely to be sent back immediately. Archie to the ceiling, down to the ground. This one rolling. Ixo shot placement is there, and it's a 3-2 lead.
There we go. Now we're cooking. Archie up high, fakes the initial reset, opts for the low challenge 50. And Ixo there, as you pointed out, with a great display of accuracy, finding that top right corner. We've grabbed a lead here. We've got 65 seconds on the clock. And Fear, I really enjoy watching things when we're down on the opponent's end. I like what we're doing on that side. I don't necessarily like what we're doing on the defensive side. So if for some reason they can hear me, I'm just going to tell them, keep playing offense. Let's just not play any more defense. Let's just play offense only.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's they just never do. They can never be complacent, especially the way that other teams are scoring on them. 3-2 shouldn't feel comfortable, so they should just be continuing trying to run it down on offense. But this is really what it comes down to. I don't know if you've noticed this, but to me it seems like Oxygen has actually created almost passes for the other team in defense. Maybe because they're trying to rush, maybe because they're not they're thinking that a teammate is going to be first to it, and instead it ends up being somebody from BDS. But need to find a way to be a bit more careful with their own touches, because it's sometimes them creating the starts of plays. But this one was created by BDS all by themselves. It's going to be Archie who makes his way back to cut off that shot attempt and not force his teammate to make a tough save. Ixo putting it into the orange half. So now the 0-second goal has to come from the other team this time, and it's not going to, as Oxygen will stay alive and bring us back to that ever exciting game number 5.
Oh my, any indication of what this season's going to be, I don't know that my heart can take it. We're going to go to game 5, back-to-back series. We're fighting to stay out of the 0-2 round of Swiss. And, fortunately, we do have a couple of good teams that we have faced off against today. So you know, it's not the worst thing ever, not the worst performance, and we're not alone being shaky here. I think there are some other teams that would, you know, we would say it's not just that one single double commit that you see, it's the lingering effects. When two players go up for one challenge and both are using boost, you know, that's wasteful, right? Like one of those players has just completely wasted the boost that they've used. So now we end up with less boost as a unit back on defense, and those, you know, those things just continue to like build on themselves, kind of snowball out of control. And I think that's partly why we are struggling here on defense. Just one mistake leads into two, into three, and so on. And so, you know, I'm really, you know, I don't have the solution. I'm sure Snasky's on it, but I'd like to see a little bit more communication and consistency defensively from this Oxygen side.
Yeah, it's just a squad that loves to play, it seems, so quickly, and they don't want to, you know, you shouldn't play too slow in defense, but they seem to never want to slow it down. They just want to get a quick, strong touch at every time, and sometimes that's not the answer as it sets up for BDS. But the good news is it almost always is the answer when you're up on offense, the way these guys have been playing, especially the way they've been finding each other as Exotic able to tap around. You know, I almost want to see Oxygen in defense because I want to see them show that, you know, they can handle it and they have it figured out. Right now, they're having to force Archie back to intercept the shot on target, but Ixo there, so never really a worry. They pass up to Archie. He booms it back down to Ixo, and it is a strong connection of touches to put them on offense. Can they keep it there? Archie gets one beat. Oski actually pre-jumped it, but could not dunk. As Ixo beats in the corner, it's going to be Archie met by yet another challenge. Oski's last back. He's actually pre-flipping into the corner to make sure they never have anything easy, which is a good call. It's a team passing play. Oski, he's just a little bit underneath it, so he couldn't get the shot, had to force it to the ceiling. Archie on zero boost trying to make something happen. Ixo puts this high, so Oski last back deciding not to entertain this play, so instead we'll have to play defense against Drally, and at least handles the first attempt.
I like that decision from Oski. We pressed it a little bit, as you called out earlier. He pre-flipped to keep that offensive press alive, but you only want to play those risky games ever so often. And that decision to stay deep there and just make sure that back line stays solid for the Oxygen side, I think was the right call. Now we are trying to work our way out of defense, holding on to possession, keeping BDS at bay for the moment. Ixo's clear to the side, should find Archie, and a booming clear towards the target will require a touch from Exotic, who softly drops it to the corner. Now we've got two players here in the corner, and this is part of the problem, I think, for Oxygen. Again, we're stacking up, and this time it was on the offensive end, and Monkey Moon just outplays all three.
Yeah, Ixo, that last back, he's just expecting, with both Oski and Archie up there, to most likely get a touch, you know, something that's going to be able to be played by him, even if he creeps up to the midfield. But when both of his teammates get as clean beat as they did, and the ball rushing past all of them, it's going to be a freebie. So you have to find that line between, you know, playing the right safety and, you know, not keeping yourself completely out of the play. That's a great save by Oski, by the way, who was left alone against Monkey Moon. Not easy to deal with him one-on-one, and definitely needed to make that save if they want to stay in this game 5. As Oski will drop it over, Monkey Moon has a bit of space, so he's going to play it slow. We have a challenge from the ceiling. Ixo doesn't get ball, but does get car, and sometimes that can be equally as good as Exotic. He gets a miss in the corner, gets met by an Oxygen player. Drally able to get past one, Exotic one to beat, and oh my goodness, that's a powerful shot, and Archie wasn't ready for it.
2-0 for BDS. Only a minute 49 on the clock is a quick transition play, and as you said, Archie was in position, but the shot just a bit too much power for him to, you know, get goal side of it. He pinches it off the crossbar, and it does go in. And we have put ourselves in a rough situation here. We do have one outplay and a demo on the goal line, but Monkey Moon able to clear that to the corner. Now BDS have control once again.
So dropping off to Oski. Team play starting here. Archie was low underneath. Can there be a dunk? No, Monkey Moon too strong. So now it's going to be Oxygen rotating back, having to deal with the Monkey Moon attack all by himself. If he had gotten the flick that he wanted, would have been really tough to deal with, but instead he rolled it at the defenders. So it is another passing play from Oxygen. They're often looking for each other as they creep up field. They haven't been able to create an opportunity in this game number 5. Archie tried to pass it in field. Didn't seem like Ixo was prepared for that. Actually gets demoed as Exotic works through the ball. Demo back the other way. Archie missing on the back wall, and is going to force Ixo to get that clear as Monkey Moon is available to get a shot. Otherwise, Husky low 50. Ixo actually just throws it directly on target, wants to break it out of the blue half. Now Ixo to the ceiling. Monkey Moon going to tap down to make sure they get a pass to clear it out. And Drowley actually another follow-up. Means Oski is going to have to play some defense. Ixo with 30 seconds left to go. They need to break out and they need an immediate goal. Oski, you can see him bumping on that first defender in order to create an opportunity. More bumps coming out. Archie, does he have the angle? He does! A ridiculous angle from Archie to keep them alive in Game 5.
We have life. It's a great touch from Oski to find his teammate lurking in the corner. And we have only given ourselves 21 seconds, but we at least have a chance. We'll see if we have any kickoff strategies in order here to start this play. We do see 2 players go for the kickoff. Maybe that was by design. Either way, it's actually going to work out nice. Ixo drops that back to Oski. Goes up over 1. Monkey Moon in position. Now Ixo's shot is weak, and 2 from BDS dive. 1 demo on the back line, but the beat from Exotic will all but secure the series. 2-goal lead back to BDS with only 5 seconds remain. And that will most likely do it.
It's a tough position. Oxygen, you know, they're throwing everything on offense. Understandably, Ixo has a chance to maybe take a shot that's weak. Maybe you need a miracle and somebody not to save it. But, oh, look at everybody going in all in on this kickoff. I mean, I like it, especially considering they needed 2 goals. They needed some kind of miracle immediate shot, but they didn't get it. They didn't get it, and they could not, you know, find a way to break through when they needed to in the final moments. It was a great shot to get their singular goal in this game, but, you know, when BDS knows that they need to just hold it down for just a few moments, they were able to. And not only